In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to send Webflow form submissions to Google Sheets without Zapier. Open Google Sheets in your browser, then click the blank spreadsheet tile at the top left of the template row. When the new sheet opens, go to the title in the top left that says Untitled Spreadsheet. Click it and rename the spreadsheet. After that, leave the sheet completely empty. Do not add any headers or type anything into the cells, because the script will create the headers automatically when the first submission comes in. Next, go to the top menu of the spreadsheet and click Extensions. Then click Apps Script. A new tab opens with the App Script editor. In the top left, click the title that says Untitled Project and rename the project. Once that is done, click into the code editor. You'll see the default boilerplate code for my function. Select all of that code and delete it so the file is completely empty. Now copy the app script code from the pinned comment, then come back to the app script editor and paste the code into the empty file. After the code is in place, click the Save Project icon in the toolbar to save where you pasted. Now you're going to deploy the script as a web app. Go to the top right and click the blue Deploy button. From the drop-down, choose New Deployment. In the pop-up window, click the gear icon next to Select Type. Then choose Web App. Leave the description field blank. For Execute As, select Me. For Who Has Access, select Anyone. This is the setting that allows Webflow servers to send the form data to the script without requiring a login. Then click the blue Deploy button. Google will now ask you to authorize access. Click Authorize Access. Choose your Google account. On the next screen, click Advanced. Then click the option that says Go to Webflow to Sheets Unsafe. Then click Allow. That warning is expected for a personal script deployment. After that, click Continue. The pop-up now displays your web app URL. Click Copy below that URL. You can paste it somewhere temporary if you want, or just leave the pop-up open so you can come back to it. Then click Done to close the deployment window. Switch over to your Webflow Dashboard tab. Hover over your site tile. Then click the small gear icon in the top right of the designer to open site settings. In the left sidebar, click Apps and Integrations. Scroll down until you reach the Webhook section. Then click Add Webhook. Inside the Webhook setup, open the Trigger Type dropdown and select Form Submission. Leave the default API version as it is. Click into the Webhook URL field and paste the app script web app URL that you copied a moment ago. Then click Add Webhook. After the webhook is added, scroll back up and click Save. Now publish the site so the webhook is active on the live version. Click the blue Publish button in the top right. In the Publish dialog, tick the box for the .webflow.io staging domain. Then click Publish to selected domains. When you see the site publish message, click the staging URL link below it to open the live site in a new tab. Once the live site opens, go to the form you want to test. If the form is on another page, use the navigation bar and open the contact page, or scroll until you reach the form. Fill in each field with sample data, entering something into every field that belongs to the form. When all fields are filled out, click the form's Submit button. Wait for the success message to appear so you know Webflow accepted the submission. Now switch back to your Google Sheets tab. Within a few seconds, the sheet should update automatically. The first row will now contain the headers created by the script. You'll see fields such as Submitted at, Form Name, and then one column for each form field from your Webflow form. The second row will contain your test submission, including the timestamp, the form name, and the values you entered into the form. At this point, the connection is working. Every new Webflow form submission will be sent into the sheet automatically, and each new submission will appear as a new row underneath the previous one. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for more quick tutorials.